Hello everyone, and welcome back to our Minecraft Let's Play series, where we are on week 56 now. How you all doing? I hope you all are doing very well this week. So yeah, in the past few weeks, I've been kind of doing something very similar, if you haven't noticed. I've been working on a random project or random idea I've had. Then I've been working on the mining village, and then going ahead and terraforming and working at the villager hall. And then finally, I've been trying to get some work done around the base. This week is no different. So yeah, we are going to actually be doing something very similar as we have for the past few weeks, just because I'm still trying to get more work done on those later projects that have been taking up a lot of my time, but I still need to work on to get them finished. But with that being said, what we have here for this week is the first thing on our list is return cats. Now, I've talked about this, I believe, when we went ahead and made that cave over there, that I wanted to go ahead and find the other cats I had in this world, and there's actually 7 types missing here. So that is something I want to do. We are currently missing these 7 cats. We're missing red, calico, British shorthair, Persian ragdoll, tuxedo, and white, and these are the coordinates that they're actually at. So we're going to go to these coordinates and we'll go ahead and bring them back home, probably just put them right here with the rest of them, and that'll be done for the cats. Then for the mining village, I want to go ahead and start testing some things, because I've talked about the fact that I want to start clearing out areas for actually building in now that we have the idea kind of there, and I want to test out what way would probably be better for me to actually go ahead and clear out that area. You could probably guess what from just one word, but we'll get to that when we get to that. Then again, for the villager hall, we have more villagers. I've went ahead and got 5 more villagers that will be moving probably very early on this week, just to go ahead and get that out of the way. They'll probably all be turned into librarians. And then of course terraforming, trying to get things to look a little bit smoother around the place. And then base improvements. I think I finally have a design I want for the smelter. I'm not too sure, but I would like to show you guys what I ended up on, and we'll try and implement it into this world and we'll see if it actually works. But yeah, for the first thing I want to go ahead and do, we're actually going to go ahead and run around and try to go ahead and get our cats. How many times did I say "and" in that sentence? But I don't know about you, or if you even looked, there were many cats that were about 3,000 blocks out at the least. So we're not going to be doing this with just taking them over in the overworld. Oh god, no. I'm going to go ahead and calculate where I need to put nether portals for each of these cats, and with that, I'll then take those nether portals and, well, we'll bring them through the nether portal, bring them to our base, and we'll then break the nether portals and have all of our cats back at our home. So yeah, give me a second. I need to do all the math. And alright, here are all the coordinates for the nether portals, and I didn't have to actually go ahead and write down all 7 of them, because 3 of them are actually all in the same village, so I just wrote them down here for one portal. So we should be good. I'm kind of just winging this at this rate, if you couldn't tell. I'm gonna hope this does not mess with the gas portal at all, but that one doesn't. That actually takes us over there, so I'm gonna assume not. Where does this one take us? Oh, huh. I honestly forgot this existed. Can we actually bring this cat home already? Oh, this is gonna be really weird to see if we can. At least I'm gonna assume it's this village. Something tells me they're down there. Ah, there you are. That question is, how are we gonna get you to where I need to be? This cat's doing a great job of following me, actually. Hey, buddy, you wanna be a good cat and just go straight through the portal? No, you ran my cat. I did not mercy you. There, alright, that worked. And now you just sit here until I go and get the other ones. Now time to find the 3 cats. Oh, there's 2. Were those the 3 that I came here for? Ragdoll, tuxedo, and white? Apparently so. Alright, cool. Now the hard part is to get them in the portal. Alright, well that's 4 cats down. Just 3 more to go, but now these 3 more, we're gonna actually go ahead and be taking these 3 with us to go grab 2 more, because otherwise it would just be kind of inefficient to take these guys, run back to our home portal, and then basically keep going back and forth between the home portal and these portals. So yeah, only issue is we're gonna have to run with these guys now, so come on everybody, we're going on a field trip. I'm getting very lucky with where these portals are being placed. Alright, where is our lovely flea-line friend? Yep. Hello, buddy. Yeah, I sat you down. Oh, hey, that was easy. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and actually take these over to our home portal, because we're going to be passing by it anyway, and then we just got one more cat to find. Now time to hope that this didn't break this farm. Nope, but it did put me underground. Alright, I guess that's just fair. Every other one went without a hitch. One of them had to send me to the depths of the earth. 1340, 635. Now we're way off. Alright, so for the fact that I completely got these coordinates wrong, I'm gonna just walk this one home. Also because I don't want to break our gas tier farm. But that shouldn't be too bad, it's not that far away. Alright, cats successfully grabbed. Now we just gotta bring them from the nether. Alright, how hard is this gonna be? Into the portal, everybody. And alright, there we go. There is every one of our cats that we had in this world. Now, if you are diligent enough, you may have realized that there are 12 cats here when there's only 11 species. You might notice that we have 2 Siamese cats, and that is just because of the 2x2 advancement. But these are all the cats we had. So, mission complete. And now that we're on the topic of moving entities from one area over into another, whether it be through easy or hard methods, let's go ahead and keep going with that and go and move our villagers that I have over to our villager hall. So like I said, I have 5 villagers here that I'm going to corral into our minecart area, and we'll bring them over to the villager hall with their other kin. Alright, there we go. We've got new villages in. We've got only one down here for some reason, because all the other ones ended up mainly over on this side. So we got Loyalty, Flame, Frostwalker, Infinity, as well as Curse of Binding. Now, slowly but surely this place will be filled up, and it'll get hard to fill it up because I'll have to get new enchantments, but oh well. So now for the next thing, because we're here, we're going to go ahead and do some terraforming. And because we went ahead and worked on this terrain here, that set over there, and this ground right here, I think most of this terraforming is just going to be taking out this little chunk right here and possibly turning most of this into grass. I don't know, something small and simple for today, because I've been doing a lot of terraforming the past few weeks. There, I think that looks a little bit more convincing and it's a little more open. And now time to go ahead and replace all the stone with grass. This is gonna take a while. Well, this looks weird now. Yeah, no, finally with all the stone out of the way, there's just a bunch of grass here. It honestly gives me a lot of opportunities to figure out what I want to do with it. I might even go ahead and just add a spot like right here to just lift it up a little bit just for a little bit more differentiation in the ground at least. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see how it looks when there's actually grass here, but for now, I'd also like to go through and add grass where there's like ice and stuff. So, give me a moment. And I think that is now everything because there's no ice over on this side. So if we take a view from above, this is what it looks like now. It's a lot more barren and definitely is going to need a little bit more detailing, especially with decorations at the front like we did here. But in time, it'll hopefully come together. And eventually, I'm also going to have to move all these chests back as well, so that's going to be fun. At least it's not going to be as bad as the mining hall, though. And speaking of the mining hall, that is where we're going to be heading next. So I will actually meet you guys at our base first, and then I'll explain what we're going to be doing at the mining hall. So I'll see you there. now that we're back here, the reason I wanted to actually come back here before going to the mining hall is because I wanted to talk about what we're doing today. We're going to be following through with what I have written down. So I talked before about debating on whether using TNT or a haste beacon for digging out areas to build the mining village in the hole. And I'll be honest with you, I don't know how well TNT is going to work. So how about we find that out this week? I have, I believe, a decent amount of sand. I can make 4 stacks of TNT if I wanted, but I don't think I have a lot of gunpowder here. More than I thought. But I did actually prepare for this. And by prepared, I mean I went ahead and spent a decent amount of time at the gunpowder farm. So if I go ahead, yep, there's all the gunpowder we have. This is going to get all moved to, well, it's going to get moved to our base, but it's also just going to be used in making, honestly, I think 4 stacks of TNT will be good for testing. That might even be overshooting it, but I'd rather overshoot the number than undershoot and not really decide whether or not I want to do a haste beacon or a bunch of TNT. If we do end up deciding on the TNT route, then I've got a lot of sand to collect. Is this a stupid use of sand? Yes. Do I care? No. Oh, you know, I actually did forget that I wanted to do a little bit more building around in this area. We'll worry about that later, I guess. So first things first, I am actually going to go ahead and change one of these beacons to be a haste beacon. Probably the one that's strength, to be honest, wherever that is. And at some point we're gonna have to go ahead and mine more diamonds for this, but oh well. Honestly, I could probably take the diamonds that are out of the wall because, like I said, I'm gonna be going ahead and moving the wall inwards. It definitely won't be enough diamonds, but it'll get us to a point. But where should we start? Maybe just do something simple like here. So first off, I'm gonna go ahead and mine my way a little bit into this wall, also because I want the lapis. And my first test that I'm going to do is I'm going to just do a long line. I say long, it's probably gonna be like 7 or maybe 8 TNT. Okay, yeah, definitely 7. And we're just gonna light it and run. All right. That, I don't know how that went out like that. Oh, I forgot to bring torches too. I just forgot to bring everything apparently this time. Alright, interesting. So that was 7 TNT for not a lot of digging, because I'm going to be honest with you, I could probably just achieve the same effect by just doing something like this with a haste beacon. And not to mention that I'm not rich in TNT, at least not yet. But yeah, point stands, I could literally just do this. This would probably be what, the same equivalent of a few blocks of TNT within the same amount of time. So maybe it's not the best idea to have TNT for these areas. I really need to go grab torches. I'll be back. Yep, that's what I thought was going to happen. At least it's only zombies at the moment. It could be worse. But I'll be entirely honest, the TNT strategy wasn't necessarily for the stone. I did want to see how this works, and there is one more test I'd like to do before I completely dismiss it. And that idea is, what if we scatter it throughout the wall? I'm probably going to need to do another bridge. So yeah, one here, and then just kind of speckle the wall with TNT. And I want to see what kind of pattern this creates. And if it actually goes ahead and blows up all the TNT, that's also an important factor. I'm going to assume it should because I'm not necessarily placing these too far apart. We'll see. Alright, so this is the test, and hopefully it doesn't blow up too much. It didn't even reach the TNT over here. Alright. There we go, that's better. God, of course. I don't have dirt for this, so in all honesty, we are 0 for 2 on using TNT for the stone portion of digging out this hole. I'm a little disappointed that it broke all this. Oh well, have to expect that with random explosions. Alright, now for the bigger part of my TNT testing, which is the deep slate portion of this whole build. And these are going to be simple questions. It's going to be the same ones. Where would placing a strip of TNT be beneficial? So we'll do the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're a little bit further in this time though. Light it. You know, honestly, not bad. Sure, it did go a little bit down further than I wanted it to, but I also have enough blocks to rebuild. It's honestly digging out this that's gonna be a pain in the butt, and then I could probably just do something like this if I want to. Basically spread these out every 2 blocks, lay it up and run. Does it have to be every 1 block? Or not every 1 block? 1 block. Yeah, try that. Really? So you're telling me that TNT cannot light itself through deep slate? Give me a second. I need to test this out again just to see if that was a fluke. Oh my god, it actually can't light itself through deep slate. Alright, what if I do 4 pieces? This should definitely work, right? Place these in the corners and then light this. Yeah, but how willing am I going to be to do that? And that's going to take a lot of TNT in the future. But I do like the randomness it gives these caves, and also I want to see how this looks if I go up with it. So place a piece of TNT here. Alright, different question. How does it work on tough? About as well as it worked on the deep slate, I think. So yeah, I just light this like so. Yeah, I don't know why it's not breaking this. Give me a second, I'm gonna place another one here. Yeah, it's just not having that great of an effect, which is strange. I don't like it, but having a haste beacon seems to be like the one option that's gonna be working for this place, which really sucks because I don't like mining deep sleep by hand, but I want to have this go far. Give me a second, we're gonna do one more test, and it's going to be a very, very excessive test. I'm also just gonna go ahead and take out the diamonds that are down here, because I know they're going to get mined out anyway. And not realize how many diamonds were in here. Definitely not going to be enough to get us to the full beacon, but definitely help. $75. Not the greatest I've had before, but that's not bad. I'll give us like, what, 8 blocks? Which obviously are just going to go straight into this. How many blocks do we actually need to finish this? We're missing 5, so we're missing 14 blocks. That's something I really need to get done as well. But for now, let's do that idea. The idea is I'm going to go to the center of this area, about the center, tunnel up, and then we're going to go ahead and do half a stack of TNT. This might be a horrible idea. Not even might be, it is a horrible idea. Alright, I'll light this, and we're going to run. Alright, first problem, already blew up too far to the ground. God, even that. Here, let me actually stand back here. Is that going to be far enough for what I have planned? I'm not sure. I might even go double the distance. Alright, give me a second. We're going to test it out with one more stack of TNT. We're doing a full stack of TNT this time, but we're going to do it on this wall. This is a horrible idea, so it's great for this channel. Alright, I'm going to actually knock out these 2 blocks. Light this. Run. This is actually the first time we've seen lava in this build too, which is kind of funny. Now, is this the desired distance that I wanted? I'm gonna hope so, because otherwise we're gonna be in trouble. This... yeah, no, this is good. But yeah, you can barely see the thing. This is gonna take so much TNT though, but it did give like the best outcome in my opinion. Obviously it needs a bit of touch up and clean up, but that definitely faster than mining all of that. I don't know. I'll have to think about it, but that's enough testing for me for right now. Well, if we concluded, we definitely need to use TNT for deep slate. We'll have to figure out how I want to do that though, but we are not going to be using TNT for stone. It's funny because I can't even see the color from down here, because you can't even tell that it's stone bricks from down here in my opinion. But if we go up, you can tell clear as day, obviously. This will be used for something in the future, but I just also want to do this for lighting purposes so that there's actually some light up here besides just the lanterns. So hopefully when it's nighttime now, there will be the worry of mobs spawning on here, and if there is, we'll just have to figure something else out. I also may change the block palette a little bit more because having it just be all stone stone bricks is kind of jarring, but we'll see. I might also add in like some deep slate slabs in the middle of these just to give them again more of a different color than just stone brick. But now for the last thing on our list, run ahead back to our base, or more specifically, we're going to go ahead and head back into the testing world I had the smelter in. So I'll meet you guys over in that world actually. And this is kind of the design I ended up with for our smelting system. It looks weird, I will admit, and I'm not even sure if this is going to fit. That is something we're going to have to look at today. But what I did want to go ahead and show you guys was how this works. First off, we have two chests here, and as you can see, they are linked up to the hopper mic carts. We've got the one for our input right here, and we got the one for our coal right here. As you can see, there is no coal in any of these furnaces, so once I drop this in to this chest, I'll just go ahead and fill up the entire chest with coal, why not? Once it comes around, it'll take out coal, exactly 24, which is the amount of furnaces that are here, and it will drop them into each one of these. It'll come back, take out more, put more in. Simple as that. Then for our input. Now, here's the thing, as you can see, the minecart is actually going up around there right now, but let's say we don't want it to go into our regular furnaces. I could flip this lever. I have accidentally trapped the minecart here, that's why I have this slit here, but I want to figure out if there's a way that I can get that without worrying about that. We will see though. So I'll let it go back, and then I'll block it off. And let's go ahead and drop in, well, we'll drop in our iron and our steak. So it takes out the iron, goes ahead, drops it all off, and then rolls back over, drops it off again, comes back, takes some more. Oh, I didn't think about that even. It's dropping it into here. Also dropped a bunch of coal into here too. How did that work? Raro. I don't know why I didn't think about that. Is that the fact of the minecart's not gonna really discriminate on what it puts it in. So it just goes ahead and just drops it into the smoker. I didn't think about that. As you can tell, I didn't test that because I was so sure it wasn't going to do that. Well, dang, alright. That's a bit awkward. So I can't just have one input unless I have like some type of sorting system, which I don't know if you even can do with furnaces. That completely derails this. I guess that's back to the drawing board for this. Whoops. But while that does derail my first plan for what I was going to do, because I was actually going to look into if it would even fit into here, which is one of my concerns at this rate, because I just realized that there's not that much space here. But back to the drawing board for that, I guess. We will be doing the other thing that I could do with this, and that is moving all these frogs out, clearing out this cave. We don't necessarily need it here anymore, so I think we'll just move these guys around to where the cows and the sniffers are, and then take out all the water and remove other things. So yeah, do that first. It's a good thing I have 45 leads, even though I wouldn't need that many regularly. I guess they're just going to be put where the melon and pumpkin farm were a few weeks ago. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 frogs. Just to make this easier on me, I'm taking them out like this. And this is usually around the time that I thank myself for actually making these paths, because otherwise moving these would be a very big pain in the butt. That was easier than expected. Alright, there we go. All of our frogs are now in there. Now I gotta go ahead and tear out the cave. But I'm not gonna go ahead and like tear out this entire thing, obviously, because that's just gonna defeat the purpose when I end up having to empty this out for our build that we're gonna be putting here. But I can at least take out most of the things here. Like, we'll leave a light in here, and I'm probably gonna take out all the water, but other than that, there's not much left to do for that. It's interesting how quick things can usually be taken apart. But yeah, something I did realize though, even while just coming here and removing the frogs, is that we actually don't have much room to work with in here, do we? It's more left to right than it is backwards, because this is what, we'll count this as one block, so this is 13 blocks all the way back. If I break this, we are already on the other side of this, so there's not actually that much depth to work with here either. And if I go ahead and take this out, yeah, there's not a lot of room to work with. Not to mention also that the doors is going to be either one block up or it's going to be flat on the floor. I don't know. We're just gonna have to see because I need to go back to the drawing board for a smeltery. Possibly even figure out what I'm gonna do with this space. It might have to go down. It might have to go up into the mountain side. I'm not sure anymore because I just wasn't expecting it to actually put the items in to a block if it can't be smelted. But I shouldn't have assumed that. My fault. But nonetheless, even with that trade wreck of a little bit of a project that I was going to do and then couldn't do, that's going to be it for this week. Hopefully by next week I'll have a plan for that smelting system, but I'll have a plan when I have a plan. That's the way I look at it. Nonetheless, I hope you all enjoyed me working a little bit on the villager hall, working a little bit on the mining hole, and testing out stuff with explosives over there, as well as our little cat adventure, and even maybe enjoying the fact that I did not plan for the slightest when it came to our smelting system. But yeah, thank you all for watching. You all take care, have a great week, and I will see you guys hopefully in the next one. All right, bye.